You know that feeling when you're sitting in a theater and a story unfolds live right in front of you. It's electric, isn't it? So much more immediate than reading a book. Well, today, we're going to unpack that magic. We're diving into the powerful world of drama, a type of storytelling that's meant to be seen, to be heard, and most of all, to be felt. All right, so here's our roadmap. We'll start with what makes drama, well, drama. Then we'll take a quick trip through its incredible history, check out its different forms, peek inside the playwright's toolkit, and wrap up with why this ancient art is still so important today. So, first things first, let's dig into that core question. What is it about a play that makes it feel so alive? I mean, at its heart, it really just comes down to the medium. When you read a book, your imagination is doing all the heavy lifting, right? You're building the world from words on a page. But a play does that right in front of your eyes, with real people in real time. It's happening now. And this right here is the absolute key. Think of a script as a blueprint for a house. The words on the page, they're just the plan. The real structure, the emotion, the tension, the whole experience, that only gets built when actors, directors, and designers bring it to life for an audience. This really nails the difference, doesn't it? Drama is enacted. It's a team sport, a shared event. A novel, on the other hand, is a solo journey happening completely inside your head. That live, shared energy in the room, that's drama's secret sauce. Of course, an art form this powerful didn't just pop up overnight. It's been evolving for thousands of years, always changing with the world around it.
And what a ride it's been. Seriously, it all started with religious rituals back in ancient Greece. Then it morphed into this huge public spectacle in Rome, became a teaching tool for the church in medieval times, and then, boom, the Renaissance, and guys like Shakespeare start digging deep into what makes people tick. And that leads all the way to the modern era, where all the rules get broken. And here's what's so cool. Each era added something new to the mix. The Greeks hit us with tragedies like Oedipus Rex, asking these massive questions about fate. The Renaissance gave us these incredibly complex, messy characters. And then you get modern playwrights like Samuel Beckett, who just completely flipped the table with absurdism, making us question what a story even is.
All that evolution means we have a whole lot of different flavors of drama. So let's look at the main masks it wears.
This chart breaks it down perfectly. You've got tragedy, which is the heavy stuff, big themes, a hero's downfall, and usually a catastrophic ending. Think Oedipus. Then on the flip side, you've got comedy, which pokes fun at our flaws and usually wraps everything up nice and happy, like in A Midsummer Night's Dream. And then right in the middle, you have tragicomedy, which is kind of like real life, right? It mixes the serious with the funny and often leaves you thinking.
And it doesn't stop there. You've got melodrama, which is basically drama with the volume turned up to 11. Clear heroes, dastardly villains, tons of emotion. And on the complete other end of the spectrum is experimental drama, which sometimes throws plot and character right out the window to explore some really wild, abstract ideas.
Okay, so let's get under the hood. Remember that blueprint we were talking about? What are the actual parts and pieces that make a play work? First up is the plot, the skeleton that holds the whole story together. Traditionally, it's this 5-step journey. It sets things up, builds the tension higher and higher until it hits that peak, the climax, and then guides us back down to the conclusion. It's a classic formula because, well, it just works. Next up, character. And this is where drama gets really clever. In a book, the author can just tell you, he was a grumpy old man. But in a play? Nope. You have to figure it out for yourself. You watch what they do, you listen to what they say, and you see how other people treat them. You know, just like in real life. And what's the fuel for that whole engine? Dialogue. It is so much more than just people talking. Every single line has a job. It might be pushing the story forward, revealing a secret, or digging into a big idea. There are no wasted words. And finally, we have the setting. Look, the stage is never just a background. It's practically another character. A tiny, cluttered room can make you feel trapped. A giant, empty palace can scream of loneliness and power. The world of the play shapes everything that happens in it.
So, we see what drama is made of. But let's be real for a second. In a world where we can stream basically anything, anytime, why does this ancient art form still matter so much?
Because it holds up a mirror to us. It forces us to look at the biggest, messiest, most human questions out there. It's all about conflict, power, figuring out who we are and how we struggle to even talk to each other. These things, they never go out of style. And that, right there, is its superpower.
Watching a play isn't passive. It's a live, shared experience. You're in a room with other people, feeling the same things, thinking about the same ideas all at once. There's a unique power in that collective response.
Which leaves us with one final thought to chew on. You know that famous line from Shakespeare, "All the world's a stage"? Well, if that's true, then drama isn't just something we go to watch. It's a way of understanding the story we are all living, right now. So you have to ask yourself, what role are you playing? What's the story we're all creating together?